And what's up? We got Lid and Eli here. It's time. It's time for Donkey Kong.
You could say that it's on like Donkey Kong.
This is some monkey business.
We're gonna go ape.
There's so many of these. All right, now. Let me get this also. Eli. Let me know if you notice anything different about the game based on the stream. Oh, also.
You have a nice CRT filter going. Is that it?
That's the one of them, but also, listen.
Good audio quality.
Yeah, no, we're using Lid. I did an MS1U hack, which basically allows you to take a Super Nintendo game and put whatever fucking music you want, and did the Sam & Jam Miller versions of Donkey Kong 1. Yes, the ideal way to play this game. You don't want something too flashy. Let me turn you on. Okay, let's just jump right in. Right into Congo Jungle. So I've beaten this game before once. I think it was like in 2018. 2019, something around there. I have not really touched this since. This game's okay. It's
I've beaten this game way more than that.
Oh, let me also, we gotta show the basic story.
Definitely double digits.
Look at the tragedy. Look at the absolute, you know, status. We lost our bananas.
I've probably beaten this game maybe 3 or 4 times and played through the first couple worlds probably 50 times.
What's the cutoff point? What's the point where you go, that's enough DKC1? Ah, fuck. Oh, wait, I did it. Oh, no, I fucked up.
Is it like a factory for you?
I'm gonna go ahead and boot up the game and tell you exactly where that point is.
Factory's a pretty good answer. I know when
that's where it really ramps up.
Yeah, I've played the first world or two of this a bunch, but I've never... It is maybe less than 10 times that I have ever gotten past World 2 in this game.
Yeah, I've played this game a bunch. I've never touched like a real.
Here's a question.
Before.
Did...
I played this game on the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance.
Ooh! Ooh, I'm so sorry you had to play the Game Boy Color version of this, Eli. Hi, Burn.
You see, that's why, like, no problem that people have with this game.
You know what? You know what? You know what? We're gonna cheat. We're gonna cheat.
Why not? It doesn't fucking matter anyway.
Ah.
This is like the most okay thing to cheat on, you know?
Especially since I got the first 2 on my own naturally, so...
Yeah.
We want the one before Winky, it's on guard. Alright. There we go.
And I'm playing this on the SNES Classic, and it's genuinely, like, fucked up how much better it looks on the emulator.
On that... yeah, well, it's because I put a basic CRT filter over.
I mean, the SNES Classic has one too, it's just worse.
Ah, okay. I imagine the next time I play a Super Nintendo game, it will not have a CRT filter, but you never know. Oh, it's nice.
It's like, I feel like the only ones I do it for are the DKC Philippines and Super Mario RPG.
Let's turn that down just a little bit. It seems a little, maybe a little loud. Oh yeah, that's too loud. That's it. A little more
Great music in this game, by the way.
Oh yeah, no. I will say, well, depending on which soundtrack you go off of, I might say this is the weakest soundtrack of the trilogy, even if it is very good. I would say this is a lot more simplistic than a lot of the later tracks, and that can be really good, but like... This is not DKC. This is not in the same league as DKC2. Like,
I disconnected real quick. You
Like, I like this game's soundtrack quite a bit, obviously. Let me turn it a little bit back up. We can maybe even it out a little more. Oh, that's down. That seems good. Like, I like the soundtrack quite a bit, but I don't know if if this would necessarily automatically make my top 5 soundtracks of the year.
like playing on stream.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see what else you stream. Right?
I'm gonna be honest. Thinking it over, I don't think it would make top 5 looking at last year's.
You like Sonic Adventure way more than I do, I'll say that.
I mean, okay, let me ask you this, Eli. Would you say this game has a better soundtrack than Mario RPG or Chrono Trigger?
No.
Of course not.
Or Undertale. But
Yeah.
it's like, those are like...
Ah, fuck, I fucked up the...
Those are like top of like game soundtracks for me. So it's like, you did play some of the best.
Yeah. Get this. Nice, only need one more Winky. Yeah, I know where some of the secrets are. Honestly, even when I get to, like, 2 and 3, do not expect me to fucking... Do not expect me to 101% those. We ain't doing any of that Lost World shit.
There's not a Lost World in this game.
I know, but when I get to the sequels, I think it's this one? Yeah!
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to do that for, like, any of these games on like,
stream.
I wouldn't even expect, like... I wouldn't expect most people to even do it to get, like, Chaos Emeralds and Sonic, but I know you're a big fan, so obviously...
Well, I only did it in Sonic 3, because that game's special stages are fun and easy.
I never found them fun or easy.
I mean, Blue Sphere's really easy. Like, the Sonic 3 Blue Sphere stages are incredibly easy. Only the 7th one takes any...
Yeah, I find those, like, really hard.
So now we can get at the first real problem I have with this game, which is that there are too many goddamn cave levels in this game.
There are, and it's not... the weird part is, not that this game lacks a level variety.
No, it has a pretty good one. It's just they keep going back to cave. There's, like...
Yeah.
Every other level... And now, to be fair, some of them are cave, and some of them are mine. But it's like... Cave or mine is like 11 levels in this game, and the second most is like 4.
Like, it bothers me less than other people, but like, it is... I'm not going to argue it's not a problem. It's just a less concerning problem for me.
But yeah, I like this game, but I would not put it above, like, there are plenty of 16-bit and even 8-bit platformers that I put above this. Like, I would easily play 3-year World before DKC 1. Mario 3-year World, of course.
I'd have to think about that, but I can say that there's no Sonic game I like more than this game.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, hey! Did it...
But, again, you're, like, a much bigger fan.
I think I understand, because Lid, I know you really like this. This is, like, arguably your favorite of the trilogy.
I can see that.
It has extendo.
And it's definitely, like... Because the thing is, this is maybe the most simple platformer on the Super Nintendo. Where, like, it is just, with a couple exceptions, oh, god damn it, a really, like, mechanically, like, a very good execution of just the basics for most of the game.
I think jumping on enemies, even though I know the optimal strategy is obviously to do the big rolls with them.
Yeah.
Jumping on enemies for me feels really satisfying. And, like, honestly, like, the whole series, but it starts out really well even here. I could say that swimming... Perfect for this music is swimming without On Guard
Yeah.
is not great in the later... It's fine here.
I'd say that these levels are, like... maybe slightly more mechanically interesting than the early, like basically the 90s, the 80s and 90s 2D Mario water levels. It's not much, but, you know, you can do worse, I
It does
guess.
have, like, a pretty unmatched atmosphere of its era.
Yeah, and it's also very funny that, like, 1's water level theme is the chillest fucking song in any video game ever. And then 2's water level theme is the most one of the most intense songs in that game. Oh my god, come on. No, okay.
Thank God.
So, it's interesting, because Animal Buddies kind of started as, like... In this game, they are Yoshi.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. In later games, they're essentially how, like, Galaxy handles power-ups, where it's, like, they're temporary level gimmicks.
Mm-hmm.
I generally prefer that, but I understand the Yoshi. It's nice to also be able to play a Donkey Kong Country game and have, more than 2 hits. Because that's one of the things that, like, these games are fucking hard. And they also have, I think... They're not super unfair, like a lot of 90s, but they have, I think the thing about them is that they have...
moments of being unfair.
Yeah, they do. But it's mostly that they have, like, the tightest margin of error of most of the big... Like, again, 2 hits. That's a little,
I mean, Mario, you can't really take that many hits. Like,
Sure, but in like 3 in World, in 3... Although the Raccoon Leaf and Fire Flower turning you back to Super Mario was a thing added in Western releases. And in World, you can store the power-ups. Like, it's a little more.
This is definitely a slightly more demanding game than Mario. Like, for
definitely.
example,
Yeah, if Mario is a game for anyone, this is like the big kids menu equivalent of Mario. You know?
like Super Mario Brothers 1 doesn't require you to run until World 4. This requires you to run in World 2.
Lid, could you turn yourself up a little bit?
How's this?
Not that different, honestly. Could you do more?
What about now?
Okay, that's good. Because I had you at 200%. Let me get you at a more reasonable percentage. Let's try 140. Could you say words?
Words and phrases and clauses.
Okay.
Lid sounds perfectly good to me now.
Yeah, Lid sounds fine. This game has some real good secrets and skips, if you know where to look. Oh. Alright. Speaking of which...
Yeah. Yeah, you can really just barrel through this game.
Ha 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 ha.
Andy, you didn't laugh. I mean, maybe you didn't get it.
I
didn't get it, Lid.
I think it might be a little too obscure. Lid, do you know where the secret I would use that TMNT barrel is?
I believe it's like 2 hills prior.
Oh, okay.
I usually, not that one, the next one.
Oh, the next one, okay.
No, like, to the next one to the right. That one.
Thank you.
I always just use Diddy to find the secrets because his hitbox is much easier to use for that.
Oh, you can throw Diddy in this game?
No, like Diddy holds barrels in front of him, so he automatically breaks walls if you run into them.
I kind of, like, the thing is about playing as both Diddy and Dip versus Donkey is that, like, although I probably should switch, since if you fall in a pit, you just lose everything, is that it's nice to have Diddy as a backup when you need him, because he just controls better.
Yeah, Diddy is flat out the better character.
Yeah. There was I was looking at the ROM hacking site. There is a version of this game that replaces Donkey Kong with Dixie, and I'm very curious how that would change how I feel about the game.
Can they make a version of DKC3 that replaces Kitty with Donkey?
Yes.
Because I've not found that, and I've looked for it.
I think they have.
If you find it, let me know.
Okay, alright. Oh! First step.
I just accidentally succeeded one of those matching games. Like, I did the first one, got a banana, and was like, screw it. I'll just hit the other two real quick to get it over with. And then I
Can I
just
repeat
got
this?
bananas on the other ones, too.
I can. Nice. Oh, okay. You keep the one you stay as when you die in a pit. I forgot how that worked. Unfortunately, we were not able to make it out of World 1 deathless, but, you know.
Rip. One aspect I would appreciate about this game, which is that you see that, you know, when you get bananas, it tallies and then goes away, so that...
Yeah, no, this game is
really
all
no
about
fun.
minimalism.
Yeah. And that seems really... I don't know for sure if it was, like, the first big game to do that, but...
We're off to a great start.
When are you? So I want to know when you're gonna do your first non-bonus game save state. That's what I want.
It might be this level. I'm hoping it
Yeah.
doesn't have. I'm hoping to at least make it to World 2. Probably after the minecart level, because I think I could do that competently enough. Yeah, there is a possibility I do this game in one stream, but I am not very optimistic about those odds.
New world record sitting about a half hour.
Well, that's using warp barrels, and I'm not doing that. Oh, whew, okay.
Using warp barrels and flying over most of World 3.
And it's beautiful.
Oh, come on! Alright, yeah.
To see in action with that music.
I am a bitch. I'm not gonna use a mid-level checkpoint, but I am gonna... Because I don't want my lag count to get too low. Because I don't want a game over. I bet there's like a super obvious secret I'm missing somewhere around here. Let me just... No?
I like that Diddy pause.
The secret to skip all of this was actually where there were those two jumping enemies. You can use one of them to jump onto the tree to get a barrel that brings you across the whole rest of the level.
Thank you. Because I knew that I saw that on YouTube recently and I remembered it. You're so good at this game, Lid. Thank you for being good at this game. Oh, I see. Okay.
I mean, I never needed that level skip because this level's easy.
It's not about needing it. It's about... Oh, there it is. Wait, no, that's not the one.
No, it was like way back there. Yeah, the enemy on the left, you gotta jump off of him to that tree on the right.
Oh, okay. So I gotta kill this right one. Can you drop down, please?
He's not gonna.
No.
The best way to do it is to
Oh wait, hold on. I can. Oh, it's over.
The best way to do it is to like get to that part like as fast as possible before they have a chance to jump up onto the platform, and jump on the platform first, and then jump again like right when they jump up.
Fuck it.
I don't think you can do it without the crown mic.
No, yeah, I can't. Oh well.
I mean, you're gonna need to get the barrel timing down.
Yeah.
Later levels.
No. Oh, hey!
Yeah. They're nice to you sometimes.
Sometimes.
And then sometimes they're British.
Yeah, sometimes they're British. If there was ever an accurate description of Donkey Kong Country, it's sometimes they're British.
In 2 is the most of the original trilogy where it's like, come on, guys.
2? Really? I'd say one.
I really like.
I
2,
feel
but
like
2 has
2 is the
some
hardest, but I
bullshit.
feel like it has maybe the least bullshit. 3 has more.
No.
3 has a lot of bullshit,
No.
Eli. 3 has so
The
much.
Ghost-
Three has a lot
I
of
think-
bullshit,
I
but
think-
a lot of it's not hard.
I think the Ghost World is maybe the worst Donkey Kong Country on SNES ever got.
I will
feel
probably
like
agree with that.
all of the Bramble levels. Like,
Okay.
enough.
Okay, good. Wait, no, hold on. Gee,
Thankfully, it has some of the best music in the series, but
jeez, why does Connie have that many hits? Anyway, I was getting if I even got hit by him, that would be embarrassing.
yeah, the bosses in this game, like, I'm less bothered by the level variety, but the bosses other than K. Rool are not good.
No, they're dog shit. I think the GBA version replaces some of the because they make you do refights, and I think they fixed that.
I love Frog.
The frog might be better than the snake.
The frog is the worst.
Oh.
No, the ostrich is the worst. I hate him.
His hitbox is shit, and that's literally like why they replaced him with the snake.
Ah, I think you're right. Okay.
I might like the snake more, but the frog's great in this game. Whereas the ostrich, like, every time I play the game and I take the ostrich, I have to go back and remember, no, don't ever use the ostrich. It's bad.
No, I think you're a little. The ostrich isn't that bad. Oh, hey, secret time. Speaking of which,
An ostrich secret.
hey, Byrne, have you played this game before?
Well, the actual worst animal buddy is not in this game.
Squawks.
Yeah, Squawks. You heard me complain about the Bramble level.
You know what? Actually, no. Squawks is in this game, and he's the worst in this game because he gives you a seizure.
I would rather have a seizure than have to control Squawks.
Someone who's never had a seizure saying that right now.
That's true. I have not. I'd imagine that they would fix that in ROM.
I think they do in the GBA, and I think Virtual Console version has it less bad, but... Oh, hell yeah! I forgot that was up there. Alright. The ostrich does have a great design. I really appreciate the sneakers.
It's not this edge, I just don't like
I know.
like the first level I usually
Espresso,
play
that's
the
its
ostrich
name.
Is, yeah, Espresso. Is the level with all the claptraps and orangutans, and like I feel like the ostrich always makes me take hits that I don't take when
Who is your favorite animal buddy? Like, series-wide? I mean, I think there's a couple good answers.
What's the spider's name?
Squitter? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a real good one.
Twitter's like the only good spider.
You're crazy. There's so many good spiders.
Name another.
Galvantula.
Not a good spider.
Galvantula is an
That's fine.
exquisite spider.
None of the Pokemon spiders are good.
Aquanid's also real good.
Not
That-
even Spinnerack?
No.
Spinnerack might be the worst Pokemon spider. At least for later.
What?
I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's got some steep competition. Oh boy. I'm gonna do a...
I think you should play this level, but you can't skip it.
Well, I'm doing it, yeah, of course. I'm doing it for...
I wasn't sure if you knew that.
Oh, I forgot there was a skip here. But why would I skip
Yeah, at the
minecart?
very beginning, and it takes you to the
You know
very
what's
end.
crazy about SNES DKC in hindsight?
What?
How rare minecart is.
Well, yeah, they're rare. That's the
Each
development.
game only has like 3. Oh, god damn it. Well, we evened out in live, so it's fine. I'm assuming it's just fall down there, and there's a barrel.
Yeah, like right at the beginning. You fall down there, this barrel takes you to the end, you hop over a crumbling, and then you're done.
And the other reason why I bring that up is because there are so many fucking minecart levels in the retro games.
Not as much in Tropical Freeze, but in Returns,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's good.
Like, there's
Why'd they
maybe,
keep the
like,
rocket
4
barrel?
Minecraft
Why'd they keep
levels,
the
but
rocket
they're
barrel
rocket
and
barrel
the
levels,
and
so they're
why'd they
just,
keep
like,
the
two
fucking
levels.
rocket? I mean, I know it's less bad, but still, why'd you keep it?
Those are probably the weakest levels. I don't really have an issue with them.
I hate the Returns rocket barrel levels.
The Returns ones are... That's a different story. Tropical Freeze is, I think, more reasonable in both that you can take an extra hit.
And yet they're still better than, maybe better than 3s. Ah. Don't they make you fight a fucking boss in the rocket barrels? I think the farthest I've ever gotten to return...
That in Tropical Freeze, they have, like, frozen in ice.
Yeah.
To say that, okay, he's dead and never coming back.
Well, I mean, nobody's really dead in video games.
That's true.
Nobody's ever really gone, you could say.
Nobody's ever really dead. That's why we're gonna see some stuff in Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2.
Well, we've
I'm
already
so excited
seen.
for that game.
I am too. I mean, I can't. You know, it's just as exciting not playing it as playing it. Oh, they save your Kong letters. That's nice of them. It's weird how in this game, Kong letters are like the most superfluous collectible in the trilogy. Yet in the retro games, the one that matters.
Yeah.
I mean, even in 2 and 3, they're still just extra lives, aren't they?
Yep.
Yes, but there are other collectibles.
Yeah.
The only collectibles in this game just get you more lives.
Yeah, like in 2 and 3, they're kind of the puzzle piece equivalents of the trilogy. All right, there we go. Not too many tries.
Like, this game tracks your completion percentage, but it doesn't actually care whether you, like, fail the secrets or not, just if you find them.
Yeah, 2. That's obviously not the case for 2 and 3. It will be. I mean, even though I'm not going for 100%, you're still gonna hear a lot of. You know. I like purple.
I like when Diddy gets mad and jumps on his hat.
That's pretty good. Oh, right. You gotta... Okay.
What if Diddy punched a hole through his hat like Ross Perot in the Treehouse of Horror on The Simpsons?
Oh, I forgot to bring the barrel. Oh, god damn it. Okay.
He would do it.
Absolutely.
Secret! I think? Yeah. Hi, Winky. But yeah, I mean, like, this is such a simple game. There's kind of not too much to talk about. It's, like, 2 and 3, there's gonna be a lot of, oh, it's this level, oh, it's this level. And I guess we will get that in this world. But...
I understand what you mean, but, like, as soon as you...
Yeah, well, I guess it's more, this is still early, like, yeah, because World 2 and 3 definitely have some of those. Oh, it's this world.
It's not as gimmick heavy as the other ones, I understand, but, like...
Honestly, I would say it is probably the least gimmicky platformer Nintendo put out this gen. Because I feel like Yoshi's not like Mario World, Yoshi's Island, Forgot the N. That was probably where I had to
It
guide
is so satisfying to be able to take out the bees.
the best. Oh well, got most of them. I'm happy with that. It's disappointing not having the sign to be like, here's a free extra life every time you exit a level with an animal buddy. Here's the first real, oh, it's this level outside of the minecart.
And you can also skip this level, but if you want. I don't think you should, I'm just saying you can.
Oh.
Yep, and it takes you to near the end.
Oh god, we might. I did not realize that was how that skip worked, so, okay. I'm gonna...
Yep, it is, it's one of the first skips I learned.
How is more, I mean, it's less, like, I feel like it's less like Mario mechanically, although, yes, the Cape and Yoshi are very gimmicky. But also, like, I feel like they throw, like, the levels are a bit more gimmicky. They're a lot more open, which I feel like is different. Whereas, because the DKC trilogy, I think it is fair to call a hallway game. Like, you know what, like, it's, like, this is a very narrow platformer. There's not a lot of big, like, you're either in very tight vertical or horizontal challenges.
Like, one thing...
This design is not great.
Candies, yeah.
Candy
It's
Kong
like-
is no Tawna or Rouge the Bat.
Like, compared
Hold
to
on.
Mario...
What? And why couldn't you said she's no Dixie Kong, like, and meant just like
Because here's
the
the...
taken into fucking the furry bay part of it.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Like,
I mean,
even,
I'm not
like,
furry.
okay, it's not even saying it's the horny design, it's... We're going for that kind of over-exaggerated, like, very explicitly feminine design.
Yeah.
And, like, Rouge, although I don't like her Sonic Heroes design, but that's another conversation. Rouge and Tawna both are just much better takes on that.
I love these stages. These are some of my favorite stages in EKC 1.
Yeah, I like that, oh, thank you. That's nice. I like that 3... or I like that Returns gives you, like, a lot more of these.
Returns does have the problem that while there is some level of variety within the worlds, it's also, it's like, this is, you know, this is, you know, this world, this is that world, and they're all gonna, like, the forest world,
Yeah,
the jungle
I
world.
don't mind that, because I think it works better in Returns than Tropical Freeze, because,
But it's way...
because I think the thing I like about...
as segmented in Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, but the thing I like is that, like, one of the things I like about these games, and that about 1, 2, and 3, is the structure of a platformer where you're climbing a mountain and each area is a different, like, biome. That's something that I think gets, like, very cool about these games. And Returns captures that well. And Tropical Freeze being like, you like islands? Takes away from that a little bit.
Each island is its own biome, and it's way
Yeah,
better
but they're not
than...
interconnected. They're not like, oh, this fits together
but, like,
in a sense of place.
Returns is like, it is the Mario.
Jesus, I forgot how many secret
the grass
fucking
world.
Winkies you
Yeah.
can find.
That's part of why this game's really cool. Yeah, like Returns is very much a Mario, like a new Super Mario Bros. Kind of style of like, here is this world, here is that.
Yeah, and
world.
that's like the thing I mind the least about New Super Mario Brothers as a style, if I'm being completely honest.
Well, I think that's part of the. Yeah.
Oh, that was a disaster.
You were in the hallway of pain.
I wanted Winky. I didn't know. Did I hit check? Okay, good.
I also want Winky. You know, Winky's pretty cool, despite what it says.
I mean, to be fair, having a bad hitbox is a good reason to hate a thing in a video game.
The only, as I said, the only one I never get in this game is the ostrich. Every time I play it, I think, okay, I'll try the ostrich this time, and it's always
Oh god,
terrible.
fuck. This is the final level of World 2, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then it's...
Then it's time for
Is
the
it?
best
Actually,
world.
Maybe not.
Then it's time for Forest.
Because there's the boss.
What's the boss? Is it the first, like, vulture head?
Yeah, it's Necky. Necky's nuts.
They knew what they were doing.
That's a very British part of them.
That's a banjo joke right there. Not saying I'm a prude who can't find double entendre, you know, find humor in that. I'm just saying that, like, they made a lot more jokes like that on the N64 than they did the Super Nintendo.
And also in the
Oh my god, I forgot you can't. If I got killed by that nut, I was gonna be so upset.
I do think this game has a good selection of enemies.
Yeah, not bad. 2 and it leaves enough for like 2 and 3 to build on. Oh, I forgot the K.
Yeah, but I mean, 2 has like obviously it's much more fun because they're pirates, but this one I think does.
Although it is weird that the standard
There are
enemy
actual
of
enemies, like yeah, there are Kremlings, but it's also just like yeah, here's just some beavers and their assholes.
yeah. This level is where I would
There's
give
no
up. Yeah,
way.
those damn Egyptian levels will get you. This level, yeah, no. All right. And we're not going to talk to Cranky once. We're just not going to do it.
Yeah, like they.
You don't think he has valuable essential hints?
Aren't all of Cranky's hits World 1 related?
Yes.
I think they fixed that in 2 and 3. There we go. And that's World 2, and we are at 42 minutes and 16 seconds.
You missed the world record.
Damn. Alright, Vine Valley. Best world in the game, and where shit gets real.
I think shit gets real at the snow level, maybe snow world.
I'm bad at video games.
I think here, you know, you're still in fun time. Is Vulture Culture? Is that the name of the stage?
I think so. Oh wait, I see what they want. Hold on. I don't think they have patches like that. Oh, well. In 2 and 3. Woo! Okay. That's the thing about these games. I enjoy them. I always feel so fucking tense playing. God damn it! Because of shit like that. Like,
the inevitable Dark Souls 1 playthrough is going to be the most fun.
Glad I put that off. Because I was going to do it, but then it's like, oh, I'm starting class soon. My schedule's a lot more iffy this semester.
Yeah, like, do it at some point. Like, you know,
yeah, no,
like,
I got it. It's coming.
Why rush it? It's a special thing.
I would say I've reached the point. I would say the level that probably kills most of my playthroughs of this game is Clam City.
What world is that in?
Yeah, that
This
one's
one.
not great.
It's a water level that's literally just, what if we put a bunch of rooms full of fish in a connected hallway? What would you do?
That like I'm.
Oh, come on! Come on!
You gotta jump on the vultures.
Game thinks it's fucking cute.
I mentioned like I played this game a bunch. This is also because like for a few years I stopped playing video games, and replaying this is also what helped me get back into it. Like a couple other things too, but
Yeah! Oh, hell yeah.
I think it being a generally pretty, as you said, like a pretty pure platforming experience.
I don't know what they wanted me to do there. I hit the O.
AONG.
Oh, they wanted me to hit the K first. Okay. For a
Yeah.
second, I thought it was flashing because that was the only one I already got.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
I think these are the worst bonuses.
Yeah, they seem a little long in the tooth, if you will.
No, you don't have to play as the ostrich in this one.
At least in the ostrich one, you can get more than 2 lives.
Yeah. Well, like, I find that's more like, I kind of find just owning claptraps to be kind of fun. But you're right, the reward is not worth it compared to the challenge. I always appreciated the
Oh god, we're only at
white
the O.
ring around the ends of the barrels as being like when they start moving faster. That's really how I'm able to tell where I am.
Yeah, that is good.
Even playing it on a shitty fucking screen.
What's worse, a Game Boy Color screen or an OG Game Boy Advance?
Okay, so the answer to that is probably, honestly, probably a Game Boy Color.
Oh, hell yeah.
I distinctly remember.
Oh, come on. Fuck, I wanted
Playing.
that. I wanted that. Alright. Oh.
Owned. I distinctly remember playing Pokemon Silver when it would be nighttime, and that being like the adults in my life were worried about my eyesight.
Yeah. Although the thing, yeah, the Game Boy, the OG Game Boy Advance was the Game Boy Color had more of an excuse. The Advance did not.
That's true. That is true.
All right, best level gimmick in the stage in the series. I love these levels.
The treetops are pretty cool.
And it's maybe the best song in DKC 1.
I don't think it was by David Wise. I think that was Evelyn Fisher who did this particular track. Wow.
I was not paying attention.
Awesome.
Woo, okay.
This is definitely one of the most fun barrel levels.
Bowmore, you're doubly wrong because not only was there the Game Boy Light,
the Game Boy Light was Japan only, so that barely counts.
It exists. Furthermore,
If you're a kid in the 90s in America and you couldn't have it.
Furthermore,
countries besides America are not important.
I mean, that's what Nintendo was saying. Countries besides Japan aren't important.
The initial models of the GBASP were front lit.
That's true, yeah. It was the 101 that had... The Micro was the first thing where it was fully standardized. And to be fair, front lit is still better than nothing. But, you know, it's not what you want.
You know, this is what I get for being a fucking early adopter, is that I had an OG model Game Boy Advance and an OG model DS.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I see. Alright, yeah. Lid has spoken.
Honestly, the DS did not have the screen problem, but just, like, the DS Lite's so much nicer.
Yeah. And the DS Lite came out also when you'd want to buy the system, aka 2006. There was good stuff in 2005, to be sure, but, you know. That's when the DS had a lot.
Has a hardware revision ever supplanted the original so totally as the DS Lite?
I feel like the Game Boy DSP pretty.
I don't, not anywhere.
God damn it! I
near the
thought it
same
would.
degree.
I understand why Andy would say the SP, but like I will still see like OG Game Boy Advance stuff. I don't see anything for the OG DS.
Yeah.
like it's like in term like in every way, right? Like there's a certain degree where it's like, oh, like in retrospect, like the SP, it's like so much more practical or whatever. But it's like there's still the original Advance is like the one that people remember and the one that will get like
Well, because it is more
used in, like,
comfortable, yeah.
in like retrospective marketing material.
And
You know,
people will like mod the original model Game Boy Advance to have it back.
Yeah, because that thing's
People go out of
probably
way
the
to-
most.
I have one of those.
Yeah, and it's maybe the most
No
comfortable.
one wants to mod anything but the original DS.
The PS2 Slim is a weird one because it was huge, but it was the
No, it wasn't, it was
PS2.
I
You
mean-
know, like the PS2 had already sold so many tens of millions of units by the time the Slim was out that it's like, you know,
Can we imagine a timeline where the PS3 grill was the face of PlayStation?
are you talking about the Super Slim?
I'm talking about the Super Slim.
Can you imagine a timeline where the PS3 had games?
What a horrifying thought.
Yeah, no, then you might have to actually use its store. What a horrifying thought. But haven't you been in a position recently where you've had to use the PS3 store?
You can get Tulip on that thing.
You can get. Oh,
Why would you want to play Tulip?
Because it's funny. It's like Majora's Mask, but sadder.
trying to think when the last time before this that I played like a really fucking hard.
I am disconnected.
Why'd they put that pity banana there?
I don't know. I don't know. Because they're British.
That
I
is
guess
a
I might as well
British
talk about what
manner.
I've been playing.
Sure.
So Melty Blood. I don't remember what it's AACC is the like acronym. This particular version of Melty Blood. It was on a $5 sale on Steam. I think it's neat.
Ah!
I think $5 was like fair price for it. There is some absolutely busted stuff in that game, but since neither of you are really fighting game players, I won't say anything more about it.
I beat Sonic 2.
I also tried my first real
Sonic
Toho
2 is
game.
better than this.
Sonic 2 is not better than this.
Sonic 2 is so much better than this.
There's no Sonic game better than this.
Yeah. There's like 5 of them.
It's not even close in my estimation.
I don't know. Sonic 3D Blast is pretty good.
Lid, shut the fuck up. Lid, shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna respect that one more than what Andy says.
Oh! Oh,
How
they give you...
generous of them. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I always remember that one. Like they are, they put that one in. They know that.
That is the nicest fucking barrel in this series. Up.
You gotta slow down for a sec.
Sonic 2 greater than all... No, I wouldn't say that. DKC 2 is better than Sonic 2. It's not better than Sonic 3, but it's pretty good.
If I don't have to play my least favorite levels of DKC 2, I think it's the best of the original trilogy. But damn, I still love that game.
I think there are some Squawks levels that are okay.
And there's also a
think,
Squawks boss. It is the worst fucking boss ever.
Yeah. Like, fucking DKC2 is like, it's like 80% of that game is like, oh hell yeah, I'm jumping around, dude. And then like every single world after the first one has something in it where it's just like,
Yeah, I wouldn't even say
no.
like it's not like DKC2 falls off. It just has bumps.
Yes.
But when it doesn't have those bumps, it's a 10 for me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which is frequent. It's just like
yeah, this has maybe the least bumps of the trilogy. But it also definitely like
this game doesn't reverse your controls.
no, it doesn't. Although I will say, in defense, this game has like I think the best levels of DKC 3 are probably better than the best DKC 1 levels.
I don't know that I agree, but I'll respect it.
Catch me on the right mood, and you'll find me saying DKC 3 might actually be better than 2. Or 1, not 2.
I mean, I think DKC 3 is a banger.
I think DKC3 is the best looking game on the Super Nintendo.
I get why you say that. I'm gonna say Chrono Trigger.
And I think that it has a certain whimsy that the first two don't have.
See, I kind of like the spooky pirate vibes of 2, but I do think that it's... You know what DKC 3's big problem is? It should have been 2, and then 2 should have been 3, you know? Because, oh... That's why the pity banana's there!
Yeah. They didn't put it there as a trap. They put it there to tell you that there's something there.
And why is it so easy to die there?
Yeah.
Because it's rare. Yeah, you can tell that Nintendo had a leash on them that was like... Anytime they got too close to NES Rare, they would just, like, pull the collar and be like, maybe pull back a little bit. Because, man, those motherfuckers.
Should we
do that? And they always should, is the thing.
Speaking of having your employees on a leash, should we bring up that at the time that this was that this game was made, this was the most crunched a game had ever been?
I did not know that. That makes sense, given... Because this being out by... When did this... Was this holiday 94? Spring?
It's okay, they're British. It's fine.
They do have labor laws over there. Ah, fuck.
Like, it was literally, like, a selling point. Like, there was, like, a magazine ad that was like laying out like how many man hours went into it.
Like, I get that's not good, but also I feel like there are a lot of games since that have been crunch where I would say was not worth it at all. At least this is a really good game.
I say that to myself every time I think about Metroid Dread.
Damn.
At least it's a really good game. And honestly, Prime 1 too. Because Prime 1 was also a miserable slog of a development cycle.
How do you think Other M's development was like?
Weird, but not super crunchy, from what I understand.
Maybe it was just really pleasant to work on, and that's why it wasn't good.
I mean, they had to... I mean, like, Sakamoto had to be like, no, you don't understand. Wiimote alone brings out the limits, and that makes for a better action game. It's so fucking... I still can't...
You know who also deserves flack for something like that?
Who?
Aonuma and Fujibayashi deserve flack for making Skyward Sword like that.
Yeah.
I used to think it was Miyamoto, and no, it was not at all.
Well, it's
that
'cause...
seems like a Miyamoto thing, but it wasn't.
Well, it's because Miyamoto went on stage and
Exactly.
waggled the Wiimote at E3.
And because he has a lot of wacky decisions in that era. Like how they made retro ad blowing to DKC Returns.
That was that's one of the all-time worst Nintendo ideas.
Yeah, they asked him for feedback, like, and he just said, "Well, I think Donkey Kong should be able to blow on."
I think the one time that Miyamoto walking into the idea onto the office and just saying some random shit actually worked out was Prime 1.
What was the situation then?
He suggested the visors. He was like, what if Samus looked at things in a different way because it's first person?
That's really good.
Yeah, that's like the best thing.
For a game that he didn't personally work on.
Yeah.
I think the best thing about Metroid Prime was when Tommy Tallarico made the gun sounds.
He didn't do...
You know, he was the first American to work on the Sonic the Hedgehog series.
It's true.
It's funny if you could say that if it's like some random nobody, but it's fucking Mark Cerny who did that. Like, maybe one of the most famous game developers of all time. And also one of the most influential and powerful currently.
Gondola is here.
Hey, Gondola. Have you played this game before?
Yes, I have.
What do you think of it?
One of the best ever made, probably.
I would not say that. I think it's pretty good. But that's
I cannot hear anything that Gondola's saying.
He is a little quiet.
What?
There we go. That's,
I?
You're good now. You're great now.
I?
Can you hear us?
Yep.
Oh,
I messed you up.
I mean,
Get-
I was
get
messing
wrecked.
up before you. God damn it.
Get fucking wrecked.
Okay, I see what they want me to do here. It's as it's rising. You gotta. No. Falling? His mom must have been. His mother was very proud. You know what I think is the best way of looking at the DKC trilogy? And I forget if I said this earlier. Eli?
Yeah.
This is basically the one Amiga Core platformer that had actual good gameplay and a soundtrack.
This is not Amiga.
Well, I mean,
Core.
like not Amiga Core, obviously, but like.
Yeah, this is a definitive game of the 16-bit.
I guess what I'm saying is that like David Wise's music is kind of like Tim Follin's levels of good, but it's actually on a game that was well designed by an Western studio.
It is funny how Tim Follin did not have one good game that he worked on.
No, he did not.
You know what Tim Fallon did the music for?
Block.
Dictionary.
The Dreamcast Echo the Dolphin.
That must have been like one of his last soundtracks.
Yeah. Basically. Like until like his like recent like couple games that he's done are.
Oh, has he done new ones?
I'm not actually sure if he's done soundtracks. I think he does. I think he's like a producer now. Like I think did he do that FMV game from like 8 years back? That's like a detective story or something.
Don't know. We are going to.
Okay, Mochi, stop this. He's so annoying.
I should have dashed when I jumped. Oh well.
Okay, no, he did do music for it too. Contradiction was the game I was thinking of.
Okay. We have finally made progress in this level. Oh No! This game is fucking soul-crushing sometimes.
I don't know, I think this is... Like, you're right, but I don't think this one...
No, it's just the... Like, it's not that this... Like, I'm just being shit at this level.
There's some later levels I'll definitely give you.
But I will say that vulture placement, that falling... Well, I was specifically referring to the landing and then falling into the pit. That was not...
I don't think we've had a level that so far I would consider...
No, this is me being kind of off. Like that's really embarrassing. Can you jump on top of barrels in this game?
What do you mean?
Like, ride them?
Metal ones.
Ah, okay. You can't, if you take the vulture high, you... Okay, that one's me. How you been, Gondola? Are you excited for the bad Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be a good game. I mean, they're both, like,
extremely
good teams.
Like, they are the two most deserving to be there. It's just two teams that I have
It'll probably be, if I'm gonna be honest, it'll probably be the most exciting game of the season, because this season sucked.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. I don't know, I feel like the two games of, like, the two games that happened last Sunday were pretty good.
Well, I didn't watch them because I had, like, checked out completely. I was just like, this fucking sport sucks.
Yeah, it kind of does a lot of the time.
Now, fucking, what was I gonna say? F1 next season. That'll be some good shit.
Formula One?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, fucked up. Okay. Fuck! Who do y'all hate more, Taylor Swift or the Ravens? Taylor Swift. I would have rooted for the Ravens. I'm not super invested, but I would have rooted for them. I have no interest. I will say this. If I had to cheer for someone in this bad Super Bowl, I'm definitely going for the Chiefs.
I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan, but I like her more than any sports ball.
Yeah, sports are dumb.
That's true.
But you're not wrong. They are quite literally the opposite of smart. God. Ooh, dude. Ah, fuck.
My dinner may be ready.
This is a cool part.
Yeah. I had to get the jump on. Oh well. Can I be? Oh, thank God. Ooh, that one wasn't too bad. Oh, is it time? I think it might be time for your least favorite level, the Run Killer. No, it's Temple level.
You got a couple more.
This is the first world with With 3 of them, right? Or with 3 screens.
I don't think any of them do.
I swear some of them do. I mean, that's just DKC 2 and 3.
DKC 2 is weird. Because some of them... You have, like, like, isn't, like, World 1 and 2 are both single screens?
Yes.
And then 3 is a horizontally scrolling screen. And then 4 is 2 separate single screens.
Woo! Thought I wasn't gonna make that at first. And checkpoint. Nice.
And then 3, I think, is entirely single screen worlds, but they're all very, very clean. Like it. I genuinely don't know how they did the fucking world maps in 3. Like it
Okay.
looks like some shit that like it looks better than some like pre-rendered shit on PlayStation.
Which is funny, because that was, I think, the B team at Rare. Because the A team was making Banjo-Kazooie, which was an RPG at first.
What do you think?
Oh, no!
What do you think the fucking Banjo-Kazooie RPG's battle theme would have sounded like?
I feel like Kirkhope might have done something more like GoldenEye or Killer Instinct than Banjo for that, but yeah. Yeah, like, from what because there was a little test footage of it on a Super Nintendo, because they were starting that early. It looks like, what if you combined Super Mario RPG with Landstalker for the Genesis? I don't know if anyone here knows what that game is. And judging from the reactions, obviously not.
I've heard
Looking
of
it up.
But yeah, I beat Sonic 2. I'm also been playing through Sonic 3 again. Because I want something that I can do in, like, short bursts and be like, okay, I'm good. There we go.
Okay.
I just finished, Flying Battery. Yeah, no. Like, probably the platformer of the 16-bit era for me. Like, it's got some low points. You know what's also crazy about Sonic 3? And I know Eli's gonna scoff and be wrong about Sonic levels. How good the middle of that game is. Ice Cap, Launch Base, Mushroom Hill, Flying Battery. 4 fantastic fucking levels in a row.
Flying Battery is pretty great. Maybe my favorite level in that game.
It's a good one. I would say my favorite is either Ice Cap, which I know you're wrong about. I also really like Mushroom Hill. I would say that is my favorite level in the Knuckles half of the game.
I also
You know,
like this is a great
Oh yeah, no.
great.
Yeah, this
Genesis games in general have a tendency to look kind of weird and gritty, but what is it about Genesis RPGs specifically just all
Fuck that
looking
goddamn
like
Oscar.
dirty as fuck?
You know what? You know what part of that is, Landstalker? It's that not treasure, Camelot look. You can see it, it's still there in Golden Sun a little bit.
I hate this Oscar so much.
Nah, it's fine. You're great.
It's so hard to control. It's just so bad.
No, it's fine. Like, it's not great, but it's doable. Oh, I'm even sad I lost him, because he was useful for that section.
I want to go kill a real ostrich right now. Have an ostrich burger.
Okay, good. I did hit a checkpoint. You know what's crazy? I don't think we've seen Rambi once since the first level. He's probably here. I just, you know, haven't seen him.
I don't think he's in too many levels.
He's in quite a few levels in 2. I remember that. It's weird you can't roll through barrels. I feel like you should be able to roll through the wooden... Or break them easier.
Yeah, Ramby's only in 3 levels in this game.
Because Ramby is the animal buddy, especially because Retro anointed him. Ice Cap music will still kill on a dance floor. It's so good. It's so good. It's so fucked up that it's not in Origins. I understand why. I'm glad Sonic 3 can be released in widescreen for the public. No. It's upsetting. Especially because, one, those Jun Senoi mixes are bad versions of those songs. And two, Ice Cap's, like, unused version is probably the worst of the alternate tracks in the game. Like, I really like, some of Launch Base is pretty good, and I prefer the Sonic and Knuckles, or the PC version of, God damn it. What level is it? Cause Carnival Night, there we go. So, Gondola, do you want to tell, Stream about your shitty office lunches at your new job?
He's muted.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe when we...
Oh, sorry, I was talking and I didn't even realize I was muted.
Yeah, it happens.
Did I buy Tekken 8?
Can you buy it?
I said, should I buy it?
Probably. I've heard
You know,
good things.
I'm gonna play it at a friend's house, like Thursday evening, so I can give you an answer then.
In terms of people in our circle who own that game, I think Alexander does. I don't know if anyone else has.
Yeah, I know she does.
I think that game looks great, but I just haven't played it yet.
It seems like they made things like a lot more beginner friendly without sacrificing the competitive scene, which is pretty much like the ideal, I think, for a new Tekken release.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh, now it's time, Lid.
They added some like crazy tech now where you have to like watch for like what hand someone grabs you with and respond with the correct.
That's been in the series forever.
Now, Lid.
I just didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Um,
It usually only comes up for really, like, King is the one that comes up for most.
Yeah. But he has like some moves where like you can't even tell if it's gonna do one or the other.
Yeah, like other characters, if you don't break the throw, okay, you got thrown, that took some damage. King will just do throw after throw after throw until you guess.
yeah, I see what you mean about just here's rooms of fishes.
Okay, my shitty office lunches. You ever like go to like there's a bunch of these places in places where white people congregate, cities and such, that are like they'll be called like, I mean, just to give you some examples, like
Sweet Green?
Yeah, Sweet Green or Honey Grow. This one they ordered from while I was at work was called Leafy, and they all share in common that they're like, it's like meant to be like a takeout place or like a fast lunch place for people who work office jobs or whatever, and it's like they are basically like, yeah, we're like fast food but like healthy. But that's like their main selling point. Like if you note there, the selling point is not, oh, we have good food. It's no, it's healthy and it's fast. And they're universally bad. I've never been to one that was good. I ordered from this place. Oh, and so the reason I'm telling this story is because my work advertised as like part of their benefits package that if you come into the office, you will get free lunch. But for some reason, the CEO of the company and most of the people who work there, who are in charge of choosing the restaurant that is ordered from, only seem to order food from these types of places, like basically just Sweet Green clones. It's horrifying. I ordered a bibimbap rice bowl.
Off! Fuck off!
Yeah, because it's like, you know, a salad place, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm a fucking grown boy. I need more than a fucking salad to sustain myself.
Yeah, no.
So I'll order something that has rice in it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like
Winky time.
I don't think it's an exaggeration to call this cultural appropriation. I was insulted by what was given to me.
I believe Spencer had a good tweet where he said
his description of the rice, I was like, yeah, that's exactly what
it tastes like 7-Eleven rice.
Ice.
Ice.
No, it tastes like the ice from 7-Eleven. Not cold. I mean, actually, it was it was lukewarm by the time I received it. But like the texture is like the ice from like 7-Eleven, like the crushed ice. There was an egg which was overcooked and did not make it through delivery very well, which is, you know, not a cardinal.
Yeah, no,
sin.
that's
Like,
a little understandable.
Eggs are generally not great and don't do great in delivery. But the chicken was like cold salad chicken that they had like heated up. Like in a microwave or something, and I could tell it was all cold, but I could tell they had tried to heat it up because it was like lukewarm like everything else, and it was so dry, like
yeah, because God forbid you use the dark meat there. God forbid you use something that actually is going to have flavor and something like that. It was
almost certainly breast meat, and the one redeeming factor of this entire, in quotation marks, bibimbap, is that the chicken was the only thing that had seasoning on it. Everything else was just completely flavorless, like unseasoned, which includes the spicy, in quotation marks, sauce that they had given me.
I'm a baby boy, so that probably would have been a little spicy for me.
Well, they described it as medium spicy, but this, and here's the kicker, I think this is probably the most definitive proof that this is like a white people restaurant. Not spicy at all. I wouldn't even describe it as mild. I would describe it as like less than mild. It was like a tomato sauce.
Okay.
It was essentially vinegar. Except that vinegar would have had flavor. This was. It added nothing to this bowl except to make it wet. It was like I might as well have just put it like a gelatin paste on top of it, and it would have had the same.
Yeah, it looked like fucking salad dressing.
Yeah, they put 3 slices of kimchi, which is not typically a way you measure kimchi, is by the slice, but that is the amount of kimchi I received. Which, you know, the kimchi, for what it's worth, was not bad, but I'm sure they just fucking got it from a supplier or somewhere, because it's kimchi. I guess the spinach was not bad either, but again, unseasoned. You know, I just like the flavor of spinach, so it was, you know, edible. Yeah. I was a little worried, and the reason I gave it 2 out of 5 instead of a 1 of 5 was because I was a little worried, given how lukewarm it was. I had no idea how many of these ingredients had just been like sitting around. I actually had like a slight amount of concern that I would get sick from.
Now keep in mind, I do need to clarify for the chat that you are a little bit of a germaphobe. I'm not saying you're wrong. I think that information needs to be given.
I'm not a germaphobe. I am a food safety phobe, because I have gotten sick multiple times from restaurants.
Okay.
And so it's.
I know. I just want to pass on what Spencer has said. So
I know. I'm giving context. I'm just saying I've been traumatized by the restaurant industry, and so
It is a dog shit industry.
yeah. And so when I receive a bowl like this, it's like the first thing that's going through my mind is like,
What's been
all right,
been
what the fuck
partying?
yeah. What the fuck are they doing in the kitchen exactly?
So I would like to clarify also, Boymore has a very similar experiences because they work in healthcare pharma companies and they give you the exact same lunches. So they order from BurgerFi instead. I've had BurgerFi a few
Okay.
times. It's all right. It's probably
That
overpriced.
That
But-
sounds awful.
It's the
Speaking of
burgers are
food, I'm
fine.
gonna
The
go
fries
get
I
that.
remember being kind of soggy, like maybe not great.
Yeah.
But
Anything that's like got one of these like tech company ass names for a restaurant is gonna be like. Just
you can look. It's you can do worse as far as fast casual burgers go. I'll say that. It's definitely like not.
I mean, you can do worse in terms of fast casual salad places. I will say that it's not even the worst one I've had, but
is it the worst one you've had?
in New York?
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but it's the only one I've had in New York. We can continue this conversation in a second because I am so hungry. I need to get my fucking jambalaya. And if my rice is not cooked yet, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Uh-oh. Can we make it? Can we make it? God damn it. Well, good thing we set up the save state. Yeah, I kind of get, Lid, why this level is the run-ender. I don't think it's, like, necessarily, like, significantly the worst level we've done so far, but it's like,
It's just that all the difficulty in this level is lazy. Is
Yeah.
the problem.
No, I get that. Like, shouldn't these octopi be rotating around something?
How's this clam spitting 5 pearls?
Yeah.
That's gotta be lucrative.
It's gotta be, yeah.
Bumblebee Rumble.
I remember nothing about this boss.
This boss is pretty easy.
I believe you. Spawn in barrel, please. Oh, there's multiple in the arena. Fuck. I was hoping that was the final hit. Ah, well. God, it's crazy how nice this version of the soundtrack sounds.
When
Like it's
when it's red, it can't take damage.
oh, okay, that's the secret. Gotcha. I was wondering. It's like it's taking yellow.
Donkey Kong is so cool. I wish bananas were real.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, because I'm like the map theme especially sounds in this quality almost identical to the Return. Oh, fuck off! I'm reloading that, but sounds almost identical from the Returns version. Like it's the same. Like, oh man. Although I think Returns did like a different version of the theme for each world because it's a Wii game instead of a Super Nintendo game. Ah, fuck, come on. Damn. How much does a meal from BurgerFi cost these days? Because I don't think I've had it since before COVID. Or at least during COVID, maybe. So I wonder how much they got hit by current inflation.
I'm pretty sure.
Because Five Guys is like $16 today, which is like, no. No way am I paying $16 for a fucking burger, fries, and a drink. Like, fuck off.
Like Bowmore brings up like healthcare companies getting those lunches.
Oh, that's...
there and-
Well, yeah,
and,
I assume he is paying for his own lunch there instead.
That sucks. I would never pay for fucking Sweetgreen.
like I
Well, no, paying for his lunch for his burger instead of the free Sweetgreens.
Yeah.
I have to assume that those
I would do that.
in both cases that those free lunches must be coming from like a whatever
Alright.
they call those, like ghost kitchens or whatever, you know, like those places that literally just exist
Oh,
to
no.
like make food for like made up restaurants on DoorDash and shit.
Those definitely exist. However, Sweetgreen is an actual storefront
Sweet
restaurant.
Green is, but you said that it's a lot of like knockoffs of
Oh,
that
there are a
kind
lot
of
of
thing.
knockoffs, yeah.
Especially if it's something for, like...
The thing is people eat them up. Like, I don't understand why. I don't understand how.
Because
anyone
white
eats that,
people
like-
love telling themselves, look how healthy I'm being.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Like, did you see my tweet a while ago where I was like, I feel like for a not insubstantial portion of the population, eating your vegetables is a form of self-flagellation.
Yeah, it's.
You know,
It's 'cause they don't know how to
just
cook
had
'em.
Cauliflower. First time the other day, it was really good.
Cauliflower's great. Yeah. I mean,
I'd never
I
had it
don't-
before, and I liked it.
I don't feel like any food that advertises itself as healthy is bad. Like, it doesn't have to be just because it is healthy does not mean it's bad. But if it advertises it that itself that way, then it will be, because like
Yeah.
that means that it's lacking in other departments.
Fuck. Is there a skip in this level? Yes, there is, isn't there? Where's the skip?
Yeah, but it's way later.
That's what I
Indian
figured.
food is healthy. You know, you get an equal amount of vegetables eating Indian food as you do eating Sweetgreen, and
Depending on what you order, Chinese food can be relatively healthy.
well, not really, because Chinese food is all deep fried.
That's true. That's true.
Like, oh,
I love the ice levels in this game.
I'm ordering the vegetables at a Chinese restaurant, except they're all deep fried.
I love doing that with the vultures.
Yeah,
What a
it's,
great game.
yeah. This game very much this trilogy does very much get the fundamentals. Like even DK's movement, which is like worse, and also Kiddy Kong's, still feels better than most platformers this generation.
And I would also imagine it feels better than the platformer that you are also streaming lately.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which one?
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2.
Oh God,
Just
I haven't been around for any of those.
you're welcome to stop by anytime, Godwall.
That seems like a.
It's not quite as bad as you're thinking, but it is bad.
There were a lot of cash grabs in this era, so you know.
I mean, there's a lot of cash grabs at platformers in every era.
Yeah. It's true. There was a couple that I really enjoyed when I was a kid.
Let me know, Lid, when I'm close to the skip.
You're gonna
It's,
skip
it'll
this
it'll
one?
be
This looks good.
obvious. It's at the big barrel zone, when the game does the same thing that that level in World 1 did, where it's just barrels for a while. The skip is around there.
I
love how the snow starts to get
platform on
heavier.
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that's a really good detail.
I actually loved all the Bionicle games for the Game Boy Advance.
Lid streamed one of them.
Yeah,
Which one?
I only ever played the first one.
Which one?
The first one, the one that people call it like Quest for the Toa.
Oh yeah.
For a
Like, it
while, they called
rocks.
it Tales of the Tohunga, and then they were like, that's a real like place. Please don't
Yeah.
call it that.
I learned like the one of the funniest things about the Bionicle lore. You remember how the like what are they called? The little guys?
The Matoran.
Yeah, the Matoran. You remember how they like they used to look how they looked when they were like a like a McDonald's Happy Meal toy, right? And then
Yeah.
they like gave them like actual limbs like later on.
Mm.
And I learned that the reason that they did that, well, not the reason, but like one of the reasons they lore wise, like they had to come up with like a lore reason for why they were updating these guys, right? And what they decided to do was because the Maori people were very upset about the fact that most of the Matorans had names which were close to like a real Maori name, but like kind of fucked up a little bit, you know, like a Shang-Chi kind of situation, you know.
Yeah.
And they weren't very happy about this, and so they were like, well, we can use this like, you know, updating as like a an opportunity to
Oh, yep. Is it down here, Lid?
Nope.
to rename them all. So they came up with like an in-universe like lore reason for like why they were getting like upgraded limbs and like having their names changed by like making them participate in this like ritual that like makes them more powerful. Really fucking funny.
Two
Very
things.
strange.
Two things. One, I think the funniest thing about Bionicle to me is the Paraka commercial. And,
Yo.
That's true.
and the second thing is... what is the second thing? Oh, god damn it! Gondola. Speaking of licensed Game Boy Advance games that were very popular, did you ever have any of the Legacy of Goku games?
No. But I did have one of the Dragon Ball like fighting games for the PS1.
Oh, those were
were
all bad.
Yeah. Yeah. The reason that I had that one was because my parents wouldn't buy me the PS2 one where it's like third person or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
because it was-
Budokai.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it was Budokai. I wanted Dragon Ball Budokai.
Those games are not great, but they're way better than those PS1 Dragon Balls.
Yeah, well, they were like, it's too expensive, plus you already have a lot of games, and I was like, yeah, but I don't have any Dragon Ball games, and they were like, alright, well, why don't we give you this one instead, because it's, like, basically the same thing. I was like, it was a real, like, grandma bought the, like, Nintendo with 2 O's from Walmart kind of situation.
Yeah. Do you remember? Was it like shitty, like overly done 2D sprites, or was it 3D?
Actually, the sprite work was pretty good.
Okay, yeah. Then you had Ultimate Battle 2022, Ultimate Battle 22 instead of Dragon Ball GT Final Bout,
Yeah,
which
I
is
had
the other
Ultimate
one.
Battle.
You know who they get to play Goku in that game because it's super early, so they don't have the dubcast normally.
Who's that?
Fucking Steve Bloom.
What?
Yeah, Steve Bloom Goku. It's real.
That's lore accurate. Yeah, no, funny ass game. I got decently good at it too because it was like the only fighting game I owned other than Tekken Tag. So
Oh wait, Gondola, I can barely hear you.
I can hear him just fine. I think that's on your end.
well, I'm trying
Maybe,
to.
but I can hear you and Lid just fine, so I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to talk into my microphone while also not eating into my microphone. So
You can smack those lips.
Please don't.
How's the jambalaya, by the way?
excellent. Although the okra got a little overcooked because I had to cook it longer because the rice wasn't soaking up any water for some reason. So I cooked it like 20 minutes longer than I normally do. But I don't know. It's like a stew. It kind of just all merges
Yeah.
together, anyways.
Yeah, it's a better taste, but it's kind of just how leftovers are gonna taste in a little bit, you know. Ooh. Oh, is it here, Lid?
Yeah, like somewhere around here, one of these barrels you want to shoot diagonal right up. I don't know which one it is.
Hold
Oh,
on.
that one.
Let me look it up.
I think it might be like where it might be the barrel that you shot out of the first one. I think it's the one next to it to the right there. You want to shoot diagonal out of that one. I think.
Okay, I googled snow barrel. The first result was snow barrel blast shortcut. So let's. Okay, I'm almost there.
I wanted to get a better.
Oh, it's
Dewey
down
sausage.
from the second barrel, directly down.
I wanted to get a better andouille sausage, but my normal butcher, I didn't realize he closes at 6.
Damn. You gotta rush to get that. A good butcher is
Yeah.
priceless.
Well, I didn't know what I was going to cook tonight, so kind of. Yeah.
I've been my dad still got God damn it, some leftovers. I've been munching on some beef stew.
That's very nice.
Yes. It's got
Will they ever
I was try-
make a new video game about a monkey?
I mean, monkeys have got to come back in vogue sometime, you know?
Yeah, they should make a video game about a capuchin.
Ooh. Good pick, good pick.
I feel like monkeys are in vogue, but just not for video games.
Damn, we're
Like,
already almost at 2 hours.
We had the new Planet of the Apes movies. There's all these like Netflix.
I'm
shows about
worried
monkeys.
I might just because of not being goodness. I'm worried it might be like I might have to do this in 3 streams.
What if it's another Mario 1 situation?
Well, okay, that was because I refused to use save states. Because I didn't use save states at the end of in mid levels until because I wanted to do it and I got to 8-2 and that level fucking broke me because that level sucks and is dog shit and I hate it and it's the worst fucking level in Mario 1. And it's not okay, that was embarrassing. And I'm not
worse than the fucking pick-a-path levels?
Yeah, I think those are the worst parts.
Okay, yeah, those are. But it's the most bullshit level. It's the one where it's like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? I don't know. Like, it's so
Wait till
long.
you get into the flaming oil.
And then I did 8-3 the first time, might I add. I did 8-3 deathless. Bummed out. Oh, yeah, this was super early on, Boymore. This was like... I mean, I do have the VOD on YouTube, if you'd like. I think Let me check. If I do not have a link, I will post the YouTube channel in the chat, and I will link you the VOD. Let me go by oldest. Here you go. You can watch at your leisure. Oh, let me also get it in the Twitch channel. Yeah, I upload to there semi-infrequently. I've been trying to be better. The thing that I found, Lid, that I just gotta do. You know what I just gotta do, Lid? You just gotta upload more than one VOD at once. Okay, I'm gonna save state here. You just gotta be like, I'm gonna do 2 back to back. And you know what also has helped? Is that I have turned off ad blocker on YouTube. I still have. Okay. No, it's not there. Okay. We're close to where it is. Let me look.
Yeah, what's the deal with ad block on YouTube? I heard that there's
You got ad blocker. They're turning off. I think it's what is it that I have on? U blocker. That's the one that works. Because the other one, it slows you down. They're having it so it's laggy and shit.
I'd heard there was something weird with that.
Yeah, it was a real problem for like several days. Okay. You're almost. I'm just timing. Okay, yeah, it's down at the third barrel, the last barrel before. There we go. That's the skip.
Nice. And that's how you get the letter G, too. I don't know if there's a second one. I don't remember.
I wasn't already holding the controller. Let me. But okay, it's fine. We got it.
Nice tech, yeah. I just finished building my chair.
Cool. Is it comfy?
It is. Yeah, this is.
I like my current chair, except the armrests are like ridged.
I'll send you a picture in a bit. It is basically the same model as my old chair, but it's just that one is broken.
I think I'm gonna try, emphasis on try, and get to the end of World 1. Or the end of this world for this stream.
It's just nice to have a chair I can lean back in again.
Okay, I am holding right on the D-pad so that when it comes, I'm ready. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Woo!
They like to do that where they have one more enemy before the exit.
Ooh, it's time for the best level gimmick. Time for the best level gimmick in DKC 1.
The weird slidey
really,
ropes.
This is a really beautiful
No,
level.
the crystal cavern look.
lot.
Although the slidey ropes are fun. This song's so good. This song's...
They don't have big crystal caves in games like they used to.
They, you know what does? Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight has some real good crystal caves.
Well, except the crystal cave in Dark
I like the crystal
Yeah,
guys.
Dark Souls has them. Elden Ring has them. But like that's like
Does Baldur's Gate have them? I feel like that's a game that could have them.
Elden Ring and Dark Souls still having crystal caves is like saying like, oh, they don't make good platformers anymore, and then pointing at Mario. It's like, yeah, there is that.
You're just wrong.
But no,
You're just incorrect, is what you're saying.
there used to be more of them though.
Yeah, like, you know what's a great crystal... Like, I'm not a big Sonic CD fan. Quartz Quadrant's pretty cool.
Who knows how many indie games there are out there with Crystal Cavern inside of them?
That's true. That's true.
I don't know why I can't hear like anything the gondola says. Like it's just mumbling to me.
What do you have his volume at?
The max. I double checked.
I have him at max too. He's still a little quiet, but he's perfectly listenable to me.
I'll turn down the stream volume.
That might be it.
Let's try saying something now, gondola.
I'm saying something now.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like I was able to hear Andy and Lid just fine, but
Yeah, he sounds just fine to me. Like, that was perfectly audible. Thank you.
I guess just can't hear Gondola's voice over the music, so
Yeah, he was
My
very
voice-
loud there. I don't know.
My voice hits the same exact.
no, that's what I'm
counter
saying. It's like
frequency.
now that I turned off the music, now I can hear him just fine.
I'm sorry. It's a delightful experience.
I know, but I've heard this music a lot.
He's
so
fine
it's
over
okay.
Twitch, says Boymore. So this is an Eli problem, not a you problem, Gondola.
Thank you.
Well, now that
Eli tweet, don't care.
There is a shortcut
CJ.
up here.
I love that you found
Was
that.
that CJ in the chat
wasn't
saying
the
that?
shortcut.
Andy?
No, I was referencing that image. Eli tweet,
Okay.
don't care.
I was wondering if he was watching this.
Where's the shortcut?
It's right there.
Oh, you gotta do it successfully.
No, it's you're looking at it. It's there.
No.
There's a barrel.
Oh, I broke that barrel.
No, there was a different barrel.
Okay.
Did you see that?
What? No, I'm.
Oh.
Are you? Oh, I see it up there. And now I can't get up there, can I?
I'm pretty sure only Donkey is tall enough for his hitbox to hit it.
Ah, okay, cool.
I wonder if that was intentional or not. I'm gonna say no.
I would not be surprised. In Vulture culture, there is a barrel. There's a shortcut barrel that only appears.
Yeah.
If you enter the level as Donkey and then get there fast enough.
Yeah, I know
It's
that.
so bonkers.
And I know that's definitely intentional, but this, I don't know about. I feel like that could be either way.
Am I going the wrong way? I think I am. No, I'm not.
You just gotta jump.
Alright. That was pretty painless. Do you think it's a coincidence, Lid, that this and DK94 have essentially the same map system? I mean, I know it's kind of, they're both kind of just normal Mario map, but...
Yeah, they're both just Mario. You know what's wacky about this game?
What?
No, I'm trying to think. I think this is also true of 2 and 3, isn't it? There's no hidden exits or anything.
I mean, there's warp barrels, but yeah. You are correct about that. There is only ever one exit and entrance to a level.
Like the world map is like purely for like
aesthetics. But I like how this game
yeah.
uses the world map to like give you a preview of what a level is and make it make each of the hub areas feel like kind of a place. Ah, god damn it.
At least you were just at
yeah.
point.
We are scum.
Earlier I was saying, I don't know if I mentioned this.
Fuck.
Recently. I also tried my first real Toho game, besides like Toho Luna Nights. And despite I'm like being told, oh yeah, this is definitely one of the easier ones, kicked my ass.
Yeah,
say.
no, that's Toho.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But it's definitely something I want to experience at least once.
Yeah, I can tell.
I can see the appeal.
You know what I played?
What'd you play?
I played the first chunk of Quantum Break.
How was Quantum Break, Lid?
I got to a point during the tutorial where I had to stand up and walk around for a little bit to comprehend how fucking cool the shit I just saw was.
So it's a good Remedy game then.
Yes.
Man, it's crazy how many good Xbox exclusives there are that were trapped on the fact that Microsoft launched them in an embarrassing fucking state.
Yeah. Like part of the reason why I like booted up is because like on a recent episode of the like Digital Foundry podcast, they were like, and you know, thank God we finally have PCs that can actually fucking run that game.
So you were playing
Lid,
on PC as like I want to test.
Yeah.
what do you think I would think of? Well, I guess I don't know anything about Quantum Break, but Quantum Break or Control or Alan Wake 2. Not that I'm gonna
Yeah.
play any like anytime soon, but like, what do you?
Well, I
think
know you don't have anything that can run Alan Wake 2. I don't have
Exactly,
anything that can
so,
run
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2.
No.
Alan Wake 2, I think I would just recommend to everyone.
Even though I haven't like a survival horror game in the past, like what?
Well, you can
I
just
don't
turn
really
that shit to
know much
easy.
about it.
Yeah,
What?
just turn it to easy.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't know it had difficulties.
What was that?
But I'm a huge fan of Twin Peaks, and I've heard there's a lot of Twin Peaks in it.
Lid unfortunately cannot, I don't think, confirm or deny that.
Yeah.
That's the other TV show from the 90s, Lid, that you have to understand because everything is a reference to it.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, what I heard that made me really interested is no, they watched the new stuff, and that's what like. There's a lot of that in Alan Wake 2, which I think is like maybe my favorite David Lynch project. So it's like, damn, I should probably
Damn, I should have a nice
at
cup
some
of
point
coffee.
in my lifetime play Alan Wake 2.
Control is weird. Control is like their most trendy game.
And you
It's
don't mean
like-
that as a positive, I assume.
No, because like on one hand it is interesting because like they're using a lot of the like obviously to a certain degree, you know, like Remedy's games are all kind of a continuum, you know, they all kind of pick up techniques as they go. And Control has a lot of the cool stuff where they're like superimposing live action stuff into the 3D world. That they like really go all the way in on Alan Wake 2. But it's also like it has side quests and skill trees and equipable things that give you plus 5% accuracy and stupid bullshit like that.
Oh, by the way, Lid, I on YouTube looked up some of the concert stuff in Alan Wake 2. God damn. That's like Alan Wake 2 is the first video game that I can truly say since Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart where I'm like, that is next gen. That is a new video game that humanity could not make before.
Yeah.
Not like impressive in the same way, but like the graphical fidelity of Tekken 8 is like there's never been a fighting game that's looked like that.
I think this is my favorite water level aesthetically. I really like the cool blue rocks.
It's very nice, and yeah, this one's all about. I like this one definitely more than Clam City. I think this one's perfectly fine avoiding the octopi.
It's a gimmick that they like thought of, and
Quantum Break, I don't feel that I can really say what
you're too early.
Yeah, I'm too early. For example,
Fuck
I
off.
have not yet reached one of the parts where it turns into a TV show for a while. Because that is
Lid,
an element of that.
let me ask you a
straight up
question.
just a TV show
Given
sometimes.
your history with mid 2010s Xbox exclusives, do you think there is a world in your horizon where you go like, you know what was a super underrated game? Sunset Overdrive. That was one of Insomniac's better games.
I have installed it.
Let me know.
I haven't played it.
Lid, also, you know what you need to let me do? Let me know if Microsoft Sam shows up. If that happens to you, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Surely that's been patched out by now.
I don't know. They streamed it in like 2020. I don't.
That's the thing, though, right? Is that I remember watching the Gigaboot stream of Recore where they played it on the One X, and like even after the Series X was out, Recore still didn't get patched for a while. But when I played it on Series X, by then they'd fixed it.
You know what other PS5 like game that makes me want a PS5 is the new Yakuza or Like a Dragon game. I don't know 100% sure because I don't know if people like the story yet, but the amount of variety just.
Did you see that one highway mini game?
Isn't that
Yeah,
getting
the one
imported
where
to
it's just like
PC,
being a
though?
pedestrian in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the amount of variety just like it feels like it puts so many
Also,
other-
again, the funny the premise of that in Dragon Quest VIII, where it is a guy in his 40s who was arrested in like 1989, right when Dragon Quest III was coming out, and so all of the fights in that game are him hallucinating Dragon Quest battles is maybe the greatest idea anyone has ever had for a video game.
I think it's also really cool that Kiryu can break. The
Sega and
turn-based
Square should
and just
sell
play
a
Yakuza.
Sega and Square should sell a bundle of Dragon Quest III HD whenever that finally shows up again, and the modern Yakuzas, so you can play them back to
So
back.
when they're up to number 11 in the Yakuza series,
Yeah.
that what's taking so fucking long on Dragon
Boymore says more like Alan Woke. They should call him Alan Woke. What'd you say? I don't. You know what? You know what it might be, Eli.
What?
Waiting for Switch 2.
Could be. I tried replaying Dragon Quest VIII recently, and there's nothing wrong with that game. I just realized I was not in the mood for a 50-hour RPG. Right
Yeah, I get that. I totally get that vibe.
now. Even though I think that is one of the best games on the PS2.
I mean, it is like, as far as I'm aware, the turn-based PS2 RPG.
Like you could, I
What
wouldn't say Final
about
Fantasy X.
Xenosaga?
What about
Like
Xenosaga?
I wouldn't say Final Fantasy X, but a lot of people would, and you could also, I might argue, Nocturne could be that answer
Yeah,
too.
10 seems. I'm curious of how much I will like 10 when I finally.
I will
get
say
around.
this, like, I'm not going to give anyone shit for saying Final Fantasy X is the best turn-based RPG on the PS2, because it's like, it is,
They tried
Well,
with that
I
game.
have-
You can. You can
while
say.
I have issues with it, it's like, it is definitely very impressive visually. I just don't like the fact that it is Hallway the game until they made Final Fantasy 13, which is really Hallway the game.
Ah, okay, now the level's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you cannot. I thought you could.
Nope. Just have to outrun them.
That's frightening, Burn Venters.
Without spoiling in the first act, I know the game is 12 hours, but surely this is all. I was wrong. Oh man.
Because they the thing is, right, like I have never gotten that far in Control, and whenever I see people post like videos of it, I'm like, that's not the fucking game I played, because they're doing so much shit that I just never got far enough to unlock. Quantum Break is like, they give you like all that shit in the fucking tutorial.
This was an Xbox One exclusive. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Yes.
And
That's
then
fine.
afterwards, Remedy swore off working with Microsoft ever again.
Funny how that happens.
Isn't it? This was also right around the time Scalebound was in development.
Hey, maybe they won't have to worry about that eventually.
I mean, Platinum might not exist. Oh, here. Oh God, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's the worst it's ever been.
Yeah, that's.
It's-
What ROM version are you playing on?
I
out of
don't know.
curiosity?
The version that I have. Let me look. Let me look at the file I have. Let me go.
Here's the thing. I never.
Oh, you're gonna look. You're gonna see. If you have ellipses, I'm sorry I killed. Or if you have like the, I'm sorry. Do not like look. Because oh boy. Okay, let me Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, Andy will tell you when he's on the level if you two are sensitive to that
Yes.
stuff. I'm not, so it just never affected me like that.
That's the thing. I'm not sensitive, and even I'm like, this is a bit much. Donkey Kong Country USA Rev B.
I mean, I don't know, Burn Vinters, anything about the part where it turns into a TV show. I just know that, like, probably because of like shit like fucking like Until Dawn and stuff. Like that was one of the major and like the focus on like cinematic
Yeah.
gaming.
It's crazy that for like
frames a second, like that was a talking point.
It's
back
crazy
then.
that for like a few years in the Xbox One gen, Microsoft was like competing with Sony on exclusives a little bit. They were losing, but there was like a back and forth kind of. Isn't that crazy?
I mean,
they're so fucked because it seems like it is very likely that any day the CEO of Microsoft will be like, "Yeah, we're putting games out on PlayStation now," and God, and when that happens, it's literally over. Like it is literally over. And the fucked up thing is that I don't know if there's anyone who's really has any desire to challenge Sony.
Yeah, like
God, it's
obviously Nintendo
it's at least
is
quick.
a competitor, but not in the same way.
And I think actually this is less bad. I think this might be the toned down version.
You just have to not turn around too often.
no, if it was the toned down version, like there wouldn't be a flash.
All right, I forgot. These are the ones in the game where you kind of maybe want to be Donkey.
There's a couple others with these kind of enemies where you'd want to be Donkey, but yeah, for the most part,
Fuck
that
you,
is really
Spock.
his only advantage.
Thank God. You can look at the screen now. Forgot there was one of these in the snow world. That's funny. That looks like a thing, and I was rewarded. Don't you love being rewarded, Lid? Again with Winky! I'm not even like I dislike Winky as much as Lid. It's more, Jesus, can you give me some other animal buddies? You know?
I don't think any of them would work as well in this stage.
Absolutely not. That is true.
Because he can, yeah, step on the bees.
That's the thing, is that like in terms of like
Mechanical function.
well, I'm trying to think of the it feels silly saying combat, right? But you know, in terms of how he interacts with enemies,
Obstacle management.
Winky is like not bad, but for platforming, he's kind of miserable.
I haven't noticed anything super bad yet, but they could just be me. Okay, where are we going? Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, that's why I like to have Winky here.
I'm in a save state.
Like one of the things with Quantum Break, for instance, is like the way that the dodge works just like completely solves like every issue that I had with Max Payne.
So you're saying wait until after I've done the Max Payne trilogy before playing Quantum Break?
I mean, if you
Would
want
you even
to.
play the third? Because like that's by a different developer.
A lot of shooters for 1 and 2. I know like 3 as well. So
Sure,
'Cause
but
the-
at least
'cause,
what
like-
I meant is like it's not gonna affect like they don't bring anything from Max
That's
Payne
true.
3 into the other games.
Because like the thing with like the bullet dodge in Max Payne is that like the slow motion, like I feel like it doesn't
hey!
actually provide you any mechanical benefit other than like some extra time to aim. But like
Oh, I found this way too early.
like
Goddamn.
you still need to like rely on your own reaction time. And like like going around corners, like you still need to do the same thing, you know? Like whereas like Quantum Break, it's like, oh no, like this actually changes things. I do think it's funny though how they basically give you a detective vision and say, this is time powers actually.
I respect that. Everyone loves time powers.
I feel like that's not true. I feel like time powers are actually like one of the more consistently derided elements of fiction.
That's true. Well, having time powers. Ah, for shit. Fell short of the 3 up.
Hirohiko Araki. There's so many time powers in JoJo.
So I have heard. I was smart to set up a save state there. Oh, it's time for the
Reskin
really naughty rampage. Yeah, I think the GBA versions had different bosses for this.
I'll look it up.
It's gonna be messed up if I end up actually liking fucking
Quantum Break?
Xbox Infamous, whatever the hell that game's called.
Sunset
Soda.
Overdrive.
Yeah. Sunset Overdrive, because at that point it literally is just like, oh, Bloodborne aside, Xbox actually was just better at that.
Well,
at that period.
asterisk, because
No,
those were not
no,
the game that you...
Yes, that's the important thing, is that it's also the weird situation of like none of those games were that good back then, right?
Yeah.
But it's this weird
so yeah,
situation
it's the
where
same
now,
mod.
because all those fucking games are on PC, it's like, yeah, you can just play them at like 1440p, 120 FPS, whereas Bloodborne, it's like, nope, you're still stuck at 1080p, poorly frame-paced 30 FPS.
I wonder if they'll do it. If they'll finally announce it on Wednesday. Like,
No, not
Do they
when...
know how many
Not...
copies
I'm
they
not
have
saying
to
they'll
sell?
never do it, but like... No way they're doing it this Wednesday. No way they're doing it this Wednesday. They're gonna do it at like a big, here's a fucking real ass
No,
Sony
but
show.
I wonder if they just like they don't get it enough, like that they would just announce it like as part of like a random. Thing.
No way, because I could not conceive of
But
that.
do you understand my argument?
Yeah, I get what you're
That-
saying, and you're wrong. Like, I'm sorry, you're just like, I cannot conceive of that reality where they do that.
Sony sucks so much.
Yep.
Like I'll be watching it with you, Eli. Lid, do you want to watch the State of Play tomorrow at 5? Gondola, would you be down to watch that?
At 5? No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be just getting off work.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you going into the office tomorrow?
I might be asleep.
Okay, well, if you're awake, you're welcome to...
More and more lately, I've been, because it gets dark so early. I've just been like going to bed right when I get home.
Speaking of going to sleep, Lid,
Not as dark anymore soon.
you can do that now. Because I figured, like, if I wanted to, I could probably power through and beat this game in like 4 hours and be stressed out. I'm not going to do that. I'll do it next week. I can beat the last 2 worlds of Donkey Kong Country 1 in probably 3 hours with save states. I'm mad, but I can definitely do that. And this is probably as good of a stopping point as I have, because, yeah. Let me see if I can still...
Otherwise, if you keep going, the last stream's probably going to be too short.
Yeah, and it might end up being that way anyway, but worst case scenario, I'm like, I'll play some Fortnite. I don't know. Oh my god, podcast about... Wait, hold on, let me check this out. I need to... Oh, they're playing 2. Well, I'll send you over to podcast about List channel, because they're also... They're playing Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
So, well, assuming they haven't taken away rating yet, have they? They have not.
Why would they take that away? People like that.
I don't know.
Taking
Have they
away
said they're
features.
going to take it away?
They multiple times that they push back the date. I don't know if it's still like official, but
Taking away features people like is what tech companies do.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
anyway, I'll see you guys Saturday when I finish Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2. Bye bye.